Hey, smash that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and welcome to the channel.
Step closer to dismantling the police department. The council voted unanimously this morning to push the process forward. Susan Elizabeth Littlefield joins us with an update on this historic meeting. Susan Elizabeth.
This morning, 12 of the council members who represent this city right here indicated they would like to move forward with the process of dismantling the Minneapolis Police Department. Now, members talked about how they believe change is needed. The vote this morning was to take a step towards changing the city charter so that it does not require the city to have a police department.
The number of people killed in Minneapolis is up 95% from the same time last summer. 39 people have lost their lives since the beginning of the year. WCCO's Jennifer Merrily asks what's behind the spike in violent crime.
It's becoming more common than not to hear about a shooting in Minneapolis. More people have been shot this year compared to the past 5. Not to mention homicides. The most recent earlier this week.
Crime is out of control.
Rich Walker Sr. is the director of the Police Officers Federation of Minneapolis.
The criminals feel like they can do whatever they want to do. They know the police department is at a vulnerable state right now with staffing levels and with morale.
The city council addressed what's happening with gun violence during their Friday meeting.
Total of 32 victims of gunshot wounds in the past 2 weeks. Through Monday, July 27th.
Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey and Police Chief Madera Arredondo provided the council with some information as to why.
Yeah, hi. The chief spoke with the city council today to address the violence in the city and answer questions about what the department is doing about it. Throughout the meeting, multiple city councilors spoke about what they called a disconnect between what rank and file officers are telling their constituents and what they're hearing from department leadership. They said their constituents are telling them police aren't enforcing property crime, or they're showing up to calls saying it's hard to respond due to staffing levels. The chief said the department is not turning a blind eye towards crime and that he will be following up with command staff about those claims and making sure that that message is heard, quote, loud and clear.
My constituents are looking at me saying, what is the city doing? Like, MPD is not showing up. When they get here, they say, oh, well, you know, we're just running from call to call, so we can't really do anything. Like, and this is like the experience that Northsiders are having right now.
I will tell you that it is an all hands on deck approach. We are experiencing gun violence in the city that we have not seen in 5 years. Our homicide rates have surpassed last year's or doubled last year's. We're sadly approaching almost near 400 people who have been shot and wounded by gun violence.
Also a topic during this meeting, violence near 38th in Chicago, where George Floyd was killed and where that intersection still remains blocked off. City Council Vice President Andrea Jenkins today spoke about hearing about concerns about gun violence in that area and intimidation. She even spoke about hearing from people who live in that area, talking about some cases of extortion where they've actually had to pay to get out of their alleys.